Hello, welcome to Access Paranormal. Now tonight we are out and about yet again, and this time we've done a return to a place what we thought was fantastic. I think it was around 30 weeks ago, if I remember rightly, Jonathan. Show
autumn last year, I think.
Show 160.
Was it?
Yeah, and I think it was the 3rd of September 2023 when we were here last.
I think it was. Like,
so that's quite a bit of a distance, And where we are, we've returned back to a place called Pex Hill in Cronton. Now, last time we were here, we were over the far right-hand side, the main entrance, the Devil's Chair. The Devil's Chair. Now, the main entrance coming in is over this way here, so where the Devil's Chair is on the right there, and we did say we were going to come back, and we said what we would be doing is the other side of the
but we can't come back and not go to the Devil's Chair.
So you want to go back to the Devil's Chair?
I think we should go back to the Devil's Chair for a bit. And Lee's not being. Lee's with us.
No, Lee's with us. Lee's actually behind the camera for a minute, isn't he? And then
no,
I'll be pinching it back off him.
So it'll be interesting to see what Lee can pick up.
Yeah.
Because we did get quite a few bits, didn't we, last time?
We did, yeah. So that might be interesting. In fact, we might send Lee up to the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you all right for that, Lee?
Yeah, I'm up for that.
You don't know how you get up there yet.
I know. I know. We'll have to film that because we can send that in for 250 quid, can't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're back at Pex Hill, and last time we were here and it went out on the show, a lady contacted us.
Yes, she did. Yeah.
If you're listening to this now, we do apologise because I can't remember your name off the top of my head. And she was telling us that the place is haunted.
Yes.
And where she lives.
She doesn't live too far away.
No, and where she lives is haunted as well.
Yeah.
So she was really interested in what we were doing here, weren't we? So if you are listening in, you're here. We hope you enjoy this one as well.
Yeah.
Sadly, Marie's not with us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Ian, the hand, is not with us tonight.
No.
I contacted him at late. Too late, didn't I? He was already with his mates, so he couldn't make it tonight. So thankfully it'll be me behind the camera tonight, and Jonathan and Lee will get the enjoyment of it. We do have the cat balls with us.
Good.
We've got the cat balls there, so we'll be putting them on. So if they go off, amazing.
Yeah.
We're also going to try what we did last time. It's a big plane. Every time we go out,
a plane.
There's a plane.
I know.
When you were gallivanting about and you were on your holidays last week, me and Lee went. We did Shady Park. If you haven't heard that one, go back and listen to that one's a good one. The same thing happened.
I wasn't on the plane this time though.
No, well, we did say that it was you that were coming back for your mates and things like that. Oh yeah, he was one, yeah. Lee, we got that wrong. We were saying he was on a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're here. We're back at Pex Hill. We're going to be here for an hour or so it should be good fun.
Yeah.
Should we make a start? We've done the introductions and everything else. Should we make a start?
Yeah.
Should we start here? Because if Lee spins round, you will see another camera there. If Lee spins round, we're next to this tree, and it's a really creepy tree. So we're going to see what I'll do is I'll get the cat balls out, and we'll have a go here because it does look good here.
I'm going to put spirit talker on.
Okie dokes. So I'll just drop the cat balls around just here.
Let's see what we get off this side.
Yeah. So we just put two there. Yeah. He's gone off on his own filming. Look at him. So yeah, what we'll do then is we'll give it a shout out here, Jonathan, and see what happens.
Yeah.
And then I'll take over from Lee off the camera then.
Yeah.
Because poor Lee's stuck there behind the camera while we're doing it.
We've got another one set up, haven't we?
Yeah.
Static one set up.
Yeah.
As well.
Well, we can't really see because of the lighting, but if Lee sees anything behind us, or you see anything, Lee, just say so, okay? So should I give it a call out then?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I'm going to ask if there's anybody here with us now. If you're around and you're willing to do so, come forward.
Get out and leave.
Straight away.
Straight away, get out and leave.
Get out and leave. Okay.
We don't want to leave because we've only just arrived. We only come to talk to you.
We've never had that light so abrupt like that either.
No, that was
pretty clear.
A bit sudden now, isn't it?
Yeah. And have you had that on since we started?
No, we just put it on.
Right. So come on, if you're here with us now, I've put a ball on the floor there, and I've put another ball on the floor on the right of me. Are you willing to come forward and talk to us? Make yourself known.
Jody.
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 Okay, Jody, if that's your name, come forward. If you're brave enough to come forward, please do so. We don't mean you any harm.
Hey, it's...
I think it's Jonathan. I think it's Lee on the... these.
That sounds a bit further away.
I'm just trying to...
These are quite
press.
soft.
Yeah, but... Can you press your foot a minute, Lee? Yes, see. I think it might have been Lee leaning on that. If there's somebody here with us now, make yourself known. We went on the same flight path as last week, Lee.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what? How creepy is that up there, Jonathan? Come here.
Oh yeah, I can see that there, yeah.
There.
It's like a big stone. A big stone.
No, see the tree?
Yeah.
There, on the top. It looks like someone standing there in like a gown or
yeah,
something.
yeah, it looks like a stone though,
That's
doesn't it?
creepy. If I turn around in a minute and that's gone, we're going.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Just remember, there's only one way out, isn't there?
Oh yeah. I'll make another way. Is
It's
there,
a bit creepy that, isn't it?
yeah. Is there somebody here with us now? Can you talk to us?
Do you hear something?
It does, but sometimes I think it's an animal, so I'm just going to put a light on. What was that one?
Look out for lights.
Okay, we'll look out for lights.
Now,
What?
I've just had someone go across that way
Yeah.
on camera and you can see it. When Jamie turns back round, you can actually see it on here. As if someone's running through the trees.
It wasn't like an insect or anything like that.
It's an actual figure.
You can see
You
it.
can actually see it.
It's okay.
If
Let's
that's
go have a look back on it.
yeah.
We put the big torch on that quick one.
Is there somebody here with us now?
With this light being blue, they were lit up blue.
Right. Did it actually look like a figure?
It looked like someone running past. And then it went behind that tree there. But it was further back, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
We have a little look at the big torch.
Well, you know where that is, don't you? Towards the devil's chair. The devil's chair
So
is
it
just
went
over
from
there.
my left,
So like that, Lee?
yeah, to my right, and then it stopped where Jamie is in front of that tree.
There.
Yeah.
There.
That
it
one
stopped
there?
there.
Yeah.
It disappeared.
Right.
Okay.
That's an interesting start then.
You'll have to double check on it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
to
we'll
make
do.
sure.
Yeah,
But it
definitely.
looked like somebody running across. I mean, it was pretty
Okay.
quick.
Yeah.
Good enough for me. It's around the 9 AM, 7 or 8 minute mark.
Right, okay. I'm just making sure that's not moved.
I was looking at that as well.
Agree?
I agree.
Right, okay.
Oh my
You-
god.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let us introduce us. I'm Jamie.
I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Lee.
So there's 3 of us here. We're not going to do you any kind of harm. We're here with the utmost respect to you, the area, and your story if you've got one. Could you talk to us? Tell us your name. Do you know where we are? Could you tell us the name of this place?
Please come forward and talk to us. We're here as friends.
Very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something over there.
You can hear the cars in the distance, but
Yeah, it wasn't that.
No, I could hear
No.
someone here.
What was
That was, I've just gone like that.
whoa. No,
What?
what was that?
What was what?
Did you not hear the noise?
No.
It was like a...
We hear you.
And then there was like a light. Like a torch. You haven't got your torch on, have you?
No, it's in my pocket.
It was like a torch,
No.
like there.
I noticed from the camera here, you two got a bit closer to me.
Wondered
You've
what
not got a torch either,
No.
because
No, mate.
you're on the camera. Mine's not on.
Yeah, I'll have to step away from you because that might make this good. You know, because you've got the what's the name on. I'm going to ask again if there's somebody here with us now. We don't mean you any harm. We're inviting you to come forward to us now. Can you show yourself? You do not need to be afraid of us whatsoever.
Everything seems to be going on over there.
That's where we done last time as well. Is there somebody here with us?
Oh, I heard that up there.
I heard that.
Over here.
Just here. I definitely heard that.
Nana.
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 That's what the grandkids call Marie, Nana.
There's definitely something there then.
I heard it.
And
Isn't it?
somebody stepped on branches.
I'll turn that off because it must be.
Well, please come forward. Don't be afraid. Come forward and talk to us. Did you hear something then?
No. Can I ask again? Come forward. Are you walking around us wondering who we are?
Tears of blood.
Tears of blood.
I thought you had something behind there then.
It's like as if they're surrounding us.
It's a bit eerie, isn't it?
Very eerie tonight. If you've just tuned into this and you're trying to wonder what we're doing, we're here at Pex Hill. You have got flies or insects flying next to the camera there, Lee.
No, I heard somebody stand on like a twig.
Did you?
Yeah, it was over here.
Well, do you want to get your GoPro and we'll walk that way?
Yeah.
Lee, do you want to carry on filming or you're
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, mate.
You're alright?
Yeah.
So let's go this way then. Are you alright walking with that?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so let's go. This way's a bit muddy, Jonathan Lee. Yeah. Let me go ahead and have a look. What was that? Holy. You can come this way. Yeah. So if there is anybody here with us now, you may come forward. You may come and talk to us. We're not going to do you any harm. We're here because we want to make contact with you. Yeah, let's have a look down. What's it say?
A photo of what?
That's alright, it's a tree stump. I thought it was something else. See, there's down there, Jonathan, but see here.
Yeah.
It's all the way round, really, isn't it? Well, what we'll do then is we'll work our way round to the Devil's Chair as we're filming. So we've left the cat balls down there. It's all right. Do you want me to go and get them on
Yeah,
the own?
go on, mate.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll film you from here.
Okay. So I'm going to ask if there's anybody around.
Can you touch Jamie on the shoulder?
Yeah, thanks. Bloody hell, I didn't realise how far we'd walked from that. So what I've done is, while they're filming over there, I've come back to the tree to pick the cat balls up. So if there is anybody here, let me know. Don't mind whatsoever. Or follow us around if you want. Oh, the funny noise was me trying to pick up the cap balls. Come on, follow us around. We don't mind you following us. Thought I heard something then behind me, but might have been just an echo. If you just said my name, whispered my name then,
No.
Lee or Jonathan,
No.
were you just talking to each other then?
Yeah, we were saying, we all heard something, I think, at the same time. Did you hear something?
Well, I thought one of you said Jamie something because I was coming back.
But about I'd say 10, 15 seconds before that, I said, "Can you go and whisper in his ear?"
Yeah.
Did you?
And it's on
Yeah.
camera.
Well, I'll go back to where it was. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is was that about here when I asked you? About here? And can you whisper my name to there? Yeah, I can hear that from here. Yeah.
Yeah, but I never said your name.
You didn't?
No.
I just said, "Can you go and whisper in his ear?"
Right. But when I asked you, did you want to just say my name then? I did hear my name somebody say Jamie.
You have to listen back to the footage then.
Definitely. Because this is where it was. But I could hear, I heard you whispering then, that's why I wanted to debunk it.
When we said that, you were back by the cat balls, where the cat balls
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
But did you whisper when I was next to it, where I am now?
We were actually whispering, we were just talking between ourselves.
And how far do you reckon I am from yous?
Good.
20 metres?
Yeah.
About 20 metres?
Right, okay. I'm sure I've just heard more whispering.
Stay there then.
But, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just thought I heard more whispering coming from me, right? Like,
Yeah, that's fine. Ask out, are you there, mate?
It's raining.
I can hear people
I
up
can
the
hear
top.
people.
Yeah, I can hear people up the top. So, I think we need to stick together in this one.
Yeah.
If they're coming down here, we'll have to pause it and then go back to the show, just in case they're coming down here for camping or anything like that. Well, it's kind of creepy, isn't it? I can hear people up there. Should we want to go down there?
It is home.
Yeah, there's people coming down.
They're coming down, or they're just walking past as well?
Wonder if they were the voices I could hear.
It might have been, you know.
Do you reckon?
Could have been.
Well, let's go this way then. So, I can hear talking.
Don't just be up with people walking.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you alright, Lee?
Yeah, go on, mate. I'm fine.
Let's go this way then. Just be careful. Am I the guinea pig here to go this way in case?
Well, I'm looking through the camera to see where you're going. If you fall, I'm not going that way.
My battery's lowering.
Oh, it is as well. It's draining.
Yeah.
But didn't that say draining, didn't it?
Did it?
Yeah.
3 words to go, draining.
That's really weird because,
So it's draining the batteries.
yeah. So yeah, we're here in Pex Hill, filming.
I think they've gone past that.
Probably, yeah. But this might be worth having a go here.
He's coming.
Who's coming?
What's that?
I don't know where that bird's singing.
No, that weren't birds. There's no birds about.
Don't know. Very unusual sound again, isn't it?
That sounds like music.
Have you got it on alright?
Yeah, absolutely fine, mate.
Come on, if there's somebody here with us now, let us know. I'm going to keep that battery off because we need to get back, don't we, when we get the chance.
Please believe us.
Please, was that please believe us?
Yeah.
No, it's dark here. You can't even see the other side, can you?
Very dark.
I can't see out because I can just see the lights.
But you can see through the camera,
See
okay?
through the camera, that's all I can see, yeah.
Can you see? Are you looking through the screen?
Through the screen, yeah.
Wow. I'm going to ask if there's anybody here with us now. Anyone who can hear us or see us, come forward. You've got nothing to be afraid of. I'm going to put some lights down. You can see these lights. I need to make them go off for us. If I don't fall. What was that? Ew. Put my hand on the slug. Where can I put that? There we go.
Windy out here.
It's what?
Windy.
Was any of you just laughing?
Me just then, yeah.
Why is that? I'm going to ask again for somebody to come forward to us.
Run.
Ron. I've put 2 lights out. If you can see the 2 lights. What was that then? That was here. I wonder what that noise was then.
It's just me.
It's a bit edgy, isn't it?
It is. Very.
You alright? I'm going to ask again. You've got 3 of us here. You've got Jonathan, you've got Lee, and you've got myself, Jamie. Are you able to tell us your name? Come and talk to us. Can you copy me? You get that feeling that you're being... You get that feeling of being watched. You know, as if there's somebody there watching you. Maybe it's because of the high walls, the high...
That was
No, not that. Did you just go, woo?
Nope.
That was clear.
Not even said anything.
Something just went, woo.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay. So, Pex Hill seems to be living up to it.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, have a look around, Lee, with the
Did you
camera.
hear that?
What was it?
So somebody stamped their feet down here. Like somebody gone like that.
Right, okay. If there's somebody down there doing the noises, do them again, please. Don't be afraid of us. We're not afraid.
Did I just hear you? Can you make that noise again?
Suffered.
I'm hoping this picked that up.
Come on. Show yourselves. Give some kind of lights. I cannot see insects flying around, so
Yeah.
I think they're coming, you know, because you've got the light on.
Yeah.
Can I ask again if there's anybody here with us to come forward?
People are coming.
That's good then. Well, can you come then? Can you come forward? Shows where you are.
Could you come and touch one of these little balls? There's one there. There's one over there.
So it was, what, 30 weeks ago that we were last here.
Yeah.
September, wasn't it?
Yeah. Beginning of September.
Yeah, so you think September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So it's 7 months ago.
Yeah.
7 months since. I can't believe how quickly that's gone. And last time we were here, Marie was with us as well.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a shame she's not here tonight, really, because we could have had that female voice to call out, couldn't we?
Yeah. She's familiar with it as well, isn't she?
Yeah, yeah. And it was good because we had Ian.
Yeah.
So we had that
camera, yeah.
Yeah. Come on, come forward. If you don't want us here, say something.
Seems to have gone eerily quiet now.
Yeah.
You look familiar.
You look familiar. Why do we look familiar?
Perhaps I seen you last time you came.
But how many people come here, you know, in the daytime, rock climbers and everybody else? Where are you now, please? Whereabouts are you standing? Would you be able to tell us your name? Can you do something to show us you're here? Sure. Surely you can help us. If anybody's wondering what this is, I am recording this on for the radio as well. So that's why this is in my hand. Plus it's quite good for picking up stuff. Come on, if you can see me, you can see Jonathan, or you can see Lee, do something to show us you're here, please.
Recording.
Hmm.
I'm in airplane mode.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Can you make a loud noise? What we should do, Jonathan, because we're now nearly halfway through the show,
Yeah.
is should we walk towards the devil's chair? Do you want to walk towards the devil's chair? Do you not, Lee?
Yep.
Well, Jamie, while we're walking over,
Yeah.
shall we put the Boo review on?
Okay then. So yeah, for anybody on L35, this is the Boo review from the Common Mystics.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoy it, and we'll be back straight after that when we're over the devil's chair.
Good evening and welcome to the Boo Review. I'm Jill Stanley. Tonight, we're diving into a tale that is sure to send shivers down your spine and make you glance over your shoulder. Based on a Boston Globe article dated Monday, April 8th, 1878. Have you ever walked past an old house and felt the unmistakable feeling of eyes on your back? Well, our protagonist, Roxbury Winthrop, felt something just like that, but a bit more sinister. This isn't your average ghost story. We're talking moving shadows, goats' heads, screams in the night, and a mysterious coach with no driver in sight. For more on this, here's Jennifer James at the bulletin desk to unravel the eerie events that unfolded at 121 Kirtland Street. Jennifer?
Thanks, Jill. In April 1878, Roxbury Winthrop, a junior reporter for the Boston Globe, longed to find the one story that would break wide open and turn him into a household name. And he was certain that covering the story of a supposedly haunted house in Somerville was not it. Still, He attacked this story with his usual diligence. He researched the backgrounds of the 70-year-old house, of the owner, and of the various families who had lived there over the past 20 years. Reports of supernatural events occurring in the house at 121 Kirkland Street began when Mr. and Mrs. Barker and their 6 children moved into the house late in 1869. Almost immediately, the children began describing strange incidents around the house. Items would disappear, then reappear mysteriously. The doors in the attic slammed, and footsteps creaked at night when no one was upstairs. The windows of the house slid open and closed on their own. The family members heard whispering voices in the night. Winthrop, always the skeptical reporter, took these claims in stride. A house full of children seemed as much explanation as one needed to explain things going missing, and games of chase and hiding through the big old house could explain most of the rest. Winthrop found that Mrs. Barker, the mother, had been confined to a wheelchair and was therefore limited in her ability to supervise her boisterous children. One thing seemed clear. Mrs. Barker's health deteriorated at 121 Kirkland Street. Winthrop discovered that Mrs. Barker suffered terrible nightmares, including a recurring nightmare of seeing a black coach arriving in front of the house and taking her away from her family. She raved at delivery men who brought milk, groceries, or coal to the house. Many nights, her neighbors heard her shouting for the police from the front door, demanding they find the coach which had been stopping in front of the house when no coach had ever passed by. In her last few months, she regaled visitors with her nightmare visions, unable to sleep and able to talk about little else. Her frightened children claimed they too began to hear the wheels and the hoofbeats of the phantom coach arriving each night to steal their mother away. After 22 months, Mrs. Barker succumbed to her illness and died in the house. On that fateful night, eyewitnesses heard her crying out for her family, then wailing wordlessly, plaintively for hours, until shortly after midnight, she cried out in a clear voice, "The coachman comes! His black hands beckon! God shield me from his terrible eyes!" With that, she gave one last quivering wail and fell silent. Surrounded by her terrified family, her struggles continued to weaken until she breathed her last. Mr. Barker moved far away with the children, and the house, now known in the neighborhood as That Haunted House, sat empty for over a year until the owner, Mr. Hovey, lowered the rent and then lowered it again. Winthrop heard from several local lads who bragged about breaking into the vacant house. Some attempted to stay the night, but without success. The hooligans driven away by doors opening and closing on their own, as well as the sounds of the phantom coach pulling in front of the house. Finally, the Chambeau family moved in. Mr. Chambeau worked at nearby Harvard University and quickly sublet 2 upstairs rooms for college students. The Chambeaus denied hearing things in the house, but it was well known that they had trouble retaining domestics for any length of time. Winthrop found one of these former employees, Miss Mary Nolan, who worked as a maid for the family. When Winthrop asked her about her experiences, Miss Nolan shuddered. She said she was told the house was haunted a few days after starting work there, and she heard many strange sounds and saw things she could not easily explain. She found objects would disappear or be moved from one place to another when her back was turned, and the crockery closet thumped and clattered as if the dishes were rearranging themselves on the shelves. She heard from the young cook, Bertha Stoughton, that one night she was startled awake by a tremendous crash, as if every piece of crockery was hurled to the floor with great force. She sprang up to assess the damage and was thunderstruck to find not an article therein disturbed. Furthermore, Miss Nolan could not attribute any of the rattles, bumps, and other goings-on to rambunctious Shambo children, for they had but one child, a slight and serious boy of 11 named Philippe. He did not seem the sort for mischief or pranks, was not seen playing games at all, except he would blame missing books or other objects on someone he called the Nain Rouge. He told Miss Nolan that the Nain Rouge lived in the house, and it opened and closed doors and windows and took Philippe's things without permission. Miss Nolan found the idea of an invisible playmate unsettling and, under the circumstances, difficult to dismiss out of hand. Additionally, the students from the university often used one of the rented rooms as a dissecting room for their experiments late at night. Miss Nolan recounted the messes they left on the floor, the remains of a goat with its insides outside, and with their notes scrawled in Latin around a large circle drawn on the floor, ringed with candles to illuminate their work. She quit her employment after 4 months and would not live in the house again for $1,000. Winthrop was curious and still skeptical as he set out for his final interview with Mr. and Mrs. Shambo. His attempts to speak with young Bertha Stoughton, the Shambo's cook, were unsuccessful, as the girl was missing. Some of the neighbors said she had suffered a similar fate to that of Mrs. Barker, a second victim of the evil in the haunted house, while others suggested that she simply fled in the night for her home in New Bedford or Providence. The Shambos agreed to an interview in their home, but since Mr. Shambo would not be home before 8 in the evening, they asked that Mr. Winthrop arrive for his interview at 9. At precisely 9 o'clock, Roxbury Winthrop stepped from the carriage into the heavy rain. The spring storm, which had been threatening all evening, broke in an unaccustomed fury. Thunder crashed twice in the time it took Winthrop to walk from the curb to the front door. The house shook from the force of the storm. As Winthrop raised a hand to knock on the door, he heard a thin wail through the storm, like an old woman racked in agony. He glanced about in alarm despite himself and located a large black cat hiding under a tall pine tree on the property, staring at him with luminous yellow eyes. Winthrop thought it must have been the cat, which had yowled, but he could not recall ever hearing a cat make the sound that he had heard. Ignoring sudden feelings of unease, he knocked on the door and was quickly admitted inside. The Shambos were polite, but obviously did not give any credence to the rumors of ghosts or danger. They had heard nothing out of the ordinary except the sound of rats scurrying in the ceilings and behind the wainscoting. They dismissed the testimony of Miss Nolan as coming from a young and foolish girl who jumped at shadows. They had heard of the unfortunate Mrs. Barker, who had been ill and died in the house, but asserted that it was not uncommon in a house as old as this one to have seen many births and many deaths over the years. After a short time, Mrs. Shambo was called away. Her son was missing a book and wanted help to find it. Mr. Shambo answered Winthrop's questions mechanically. He stated that Miss Bertha Stoughton had left her employment some months before, having been a poor worker as well as a substandard cook, and possessed a nervous disposition. He further took issue with Miss Nolan's description of a goat carcass left on the floor as a complete fabrication. Just then, there was a loud crash from upstairs, and Mr. Chambeau excused himself for a moment. Winthrop was left alone in the dimly lit kitchen, feeling somewhat let down in spite of himself, when he heard a thin, trembling cry, like an old woman suffering some awful torment. He could not be sure that the sound was coming from outside or inside the house. It seemed for a moment to be coming up from the cellar. His mind filled with a sudden image of Bertha Stoughton's bones in a shallow grave in the cellar, an image so clear, so vivid, that it staggered him. For a moment, he smelled the earth from her grave. Another blast of thunder shook the house. Now Winthrop heard voices coming from upstairs. A softer thump drew his attention to the back door of the house. It had swung open on its own and bumped against the wall. The floorboards creaked softly in the hallway towards the dining room. He saw a shadowy shape in the hallway near the door and froze. After an anxious moment, he could see the silhouette of a cat there, holding completely still. He realized he was holding his breath. He heard that piercing scream again, this time very, very close, seeming to come from all around him, and Winthrop broke out in a cold sweat. He saw a flicker of movement in the shadowy hallway and was sure the black cat was the same one he had seen outside. Its luminous yellow eyes regarded him coldly. "It's the cat," he sighed in relief. "It's just the cat after all." Then suddenly, the shape of the cat seemed to change, as if standing up on its hind legs, the silhouette morphed into a human shape, and now it was taller than he thought at first. It was now the size of a small child. As he watched, dumbstruck, it seemed to shift again, and he realized it was standing much farther away, all the way in the dining room, not in the hallway at all, and it was much taller than he had thought, as tall as a tall man. As he gaped with growing disbelief, he could see the shape of curved horns on its head. Lightning flashed, illuminating the figure in one horrible moment. If it was a man, it was a man covered in matted black fur, with the head of a massive goat and long, curved horns. Its eye sockets writhed with maggots, with human faces oozing blood down onto the shaggy face and chest. As the horned figure reached its arms toward him, the front door blew open with a bang. Winthrop clearly heard the sound of a coach pull up in front of the house and stop. But through the open door, there was no coach to be seen. From behind him in the empty room, he felt cold, clammy hands press on either side of his head.
"The Coachman comes,"
whispered a voice in his ear. Then the room was filled with a desperate scream, and Winthrop only realized sometime later that it had come from his own throat. Roxbury Winthrop fled into the downpour, leaving his overcoat and notebook behind, and raced through the storm down Kirkland Street, all the way to Union Square before stopping. He never returned to 121 Kirkland Street again. Story be damned. Back to you, Jill.
Well, Jennifer, in the storm-swept shadows of Kirtland Street, poor old Winthrop encountered something that's straight out of a Gothic novel. Well, that does it for us here at the Boo Review. I've been your host, Jill Stanley. Remember to tune in next month for more spine-tingling bulletins. From all of us here at the Boo Review, thank you for tuning in. The Boo Review is a Common Mystics Media production in association with Access Paranormal. Story by Dennis Brose. Edited by Yokai Audio, Kalamazoo, Michigan. For more information, check out our website, commonmystics.net. Tune in to the Common Mystics podcast wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Well, that was the Common Mystics, and their I think it was number 7, that one, wasn't it, if I remember rightly?
I think it was.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Very good.
So, Jonathan, we're back where we started last time. Well, we didn't start here, it was part of the show.
Yeah.
And this was a good part here, wasn't it?
was
We had
good
some
here,
sounds
yeah.
and everything
We did
else.
get some good stuff.
So I'm going to say again,
Absolutely
it is, it's a shame we can't show people how dark it is behind us, but if we had no lights on now, it would be
You can't
completely...
see anything,
you
can
you wouldn't see your hand in front of your face here, would you, if you had the
No.
lights out?
Come forwards and come make a sound.
If you can see us, how many of us are there? Can you tell us how many you can see? Jonathan, don't you step back any further.
I know, yeah, it's like a little
No.
ledge, you know.
I'm going to ask again if there's somebody here with us now, come forward.
Heard a bang.
What was that?
Yeah,
Heard a
bang,
bang.
No? I was calling out, wasn't I? So,
It was like...
Yeah.
Something
no, I didn't
like
hear
that.
that. Where are you?
Are you here now? You make that sound again?
Make yourself known, please. Make the lights flash on the 2 balls I've put on the stones. Although it feels strange, it's a lot calmer than when we were here in September.
Yeah. It's a bit more eerie.
She killed.
Over that way.
What was that?
She killed.
Who killed? Give us a name. Come on, come and talk to us. What I'm going to do, Jonathan, I'm going to hand you that,
Go.
and then I'll take the camera so Lee can have a go
Yeah.
joining in, because his arms must be aching by now. So, and there is Lee. Happy Lee. Oh, that pool there.
I know, I was just stood in that.
There you go. Yeah.
Just
Did you
feel
stand in it?
Yeah,
That was a bit silly, wasn't it?
yeah, it was.
That's
Oh,
the
now it's
devil's
different.
chair.
Now I haven't got the camera.
Is it?
Yeah. Now you can't see anything. I think I preferred it when I had the camera.
Why are you here?
Why are
Just
we?
to
Why
talk
are
to you.
here? Yeah. We just,
What I'm
just-
trying to do is just go
we
round
just want
here,
to talk
don't
to you.
Yeah.
you on camera.
Can you show yourself to us?
Look at the sky.
Can you tell us your name?
Look at that sky there. There's Jonathan and Lee.
Come on, come forward and talk to us. We don't mean you any harm.
Can you make a noise?
It's like the calm before the storm.
Yeah, it's like it's a bit building up for something.
Too quiet.
Yeah.
There's 2 cat balls there. There's one just here, and then there's one just up here. So we've got them there. The light there, that's a that's
GoPro.
the GoPro.
Yeah.
You know what I just heard then?
Go on.
Something flying past.
Yeah.
It sounded like you know, wings. You know, when you
Yeah.
Whether this has picked it up, I don't know.
So it's not a bug or something.
Big bug. I know they're the trees.
Feels like somebody's watching you from above.
I know, yeah.
Last time we
It's
were
horrible,
here,
innit?
Lee, we said the same, didn't we, Jonathan?
Yeah.
There's a creepy, isn't it?
Very.
Can you make some lights around us?
1600s.
Okay.
1600s.
I can hear somebody. Can you show yourself in shadow form?
I'm just going to turn this way a minute to show.
It's very eerie, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's funny how it's muddier this side than what it is over there.
I know, yeah. It's strange, isn't it? You'd think with this being higher ground, it'd soak down.
Yeah.
Come on, show yourselves. Throw something, move something. Well, what we're going to do is, because it's muddy and we've got a bit of a distance to travel back, I'm going to finish this show.
Yeah.
But we'll carry on with that show there.
Yeah.
So for anybody on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. We do appreciate it. So from Lee, Jonathan, myself, Jamie, we'll be back again very soon. Let me just turn it round so you can see all three of us. I don't know whether you can or not, but we'll be back again very, very soon.
Look above.
We hope you've enjoyed the Pex Hill one.
What did I just say?
Get onto our YouTube channels, Access Paranormal Podcast, Access Paranormal Radio, Access Paranormal Investigate, which is what you're on now. If you go to the radio one, you should be able to listen to the radio show of here as well. So from Lee, Jonathan, myself, Jamie, we'll be back again soon. Good night from Pex Hill.
Smashing.
So let me turn the lights off on this now.
I'll put that.
Yeah, so round about 8 minutes in that.
Yeah.
I
I know we're still on the other show.
What was that?
A bit banging.
Yeah, did you hear it?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Massive.
Just turn that phone light. So again, we're here on Access Paranormal Radio now, and if you want to, if you go to the YouTube channel, keep an eye on the YouTube channel, go there, like, subscribe and enjoy, and keep an eye out for the Access Paranormal Investigate, where we're here at I nearly said Mill Street then, where we're here at Pex Hill, and it's been a cracking one at the moment, hasn't it? Yeah, do you want me to grab that, because you might get a bit of buzzing from that now because of the thing. I'm going to give you that, Lee, so we don't cause any feedback on this one now. It's not cold tonight, neither, is it?
It's, do you know, it's nice and warm.
It is, yeah. So, whew.
Bit of a creepy one.
Certainly is. What have you thought of it, Lee, being here?
Really good for the first time.
Yeah.
That's some really good stuff.
And what about you, John? What do you think of it being for the second time?
I think it's as good as the first time, especially back that way by the tree, I think. So I think we should head back towards that tree.
Well, we can head back, but we've got about 5 minutes left of the show.
Right, okay.
Would you believe that, how quick it's going?
That's flown by.
Yeah. Well, we had the Common Mystics on, didn't we? So
yeah, true.
we've had that little bit of a fantastic story from them as usual.
Yeah.
But we have got some other people coming up very, very soon. We're going to have a regular person on as well, aren't we?
Yeah.
We'll just call him John for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't give too much away. And he'll be coming on. He'll be talking about witchcraft. He'll be talking about metaphysics. He'll be talking about the Acacia records.
Yeah.
Demonology. He'll be talking. So we've got that many different subjects with him. He's going to be coming on once a month.
Brilliant.
Super.
So that should be good fun as well, shouldn't it?
Yeah,
Should
can't
we
wait.
start heading back towards the car, really? Because
Yeah.
it's
Have
a
we
bit
got
of a
the cat
walk.
balls?
There's one up there, Lee.
Yeah, hang on.
Record this. It might be worth money.
Oh, I'll put it away now.
Oh,
Goodness sake, you could have warned me.
well, if you remember last time when we were at Wepper Park,
Oh, God.
it's a good job he's got an empty head, isn't it, really? Because
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
Went down with a bang that night.
I
certainly
listen,
did.
I can't talk after what I done, can I? Right.
Which one?
Ah, the one with the dog. Should I tell a story?
Oh.
I went to the shops as we're walking back. I went to the shops and I get out the car and there's a white car next to me, parked up right next to me. And the window was open about 5 or 6 inches.
Yeah.
So I was seeing this big fairy thing and I went, hello, come on, like that.
Yeah.
And some woman turned around in the back. Because she had a fur coat on, I thought it was a dog. And so what I did then is I just said, I'm awful sorry, and I've never walked so fast.
Made a swift exit.
A very swift exit. So if that woman does listen to our Access Paranormal radio show, my name's Jonathan Sullivan. No, if you do listen to this and you hear that story and it is you, I do apologise sincerely. You probably laughed at it as much as I did afterwards. No, I know where we're going. If you want me to go ahead.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Go on,
mate.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, because I know where I'm going, don't I?
Yeah.
Which way are we going?
Yeah, I'll let me foot help you.
Yeah.
It's alright. I know the way. Just be careful here though, because it looks a bit slippy. So we're coming towards the end of the show. So we're going to be walking back towards the car. You two alright? We hope you've enjoyed the show tonight. We hope you've enjoyed the show tonight. So we'll stop here quickly because there's a bit dangerous walking, talking, and doing the show as well.
No, carry on, Jamie.
So
We'll see. You carry on.
So from Jonathan, Lee, and myself, Jamie, and from this amazing place called Pex Hill. We'll be back again next week. We've got an interview next week, so we won't say no more.
Yeah.
We hope you've enjoyed the 2 investigations, the one at Shadley Park last week and the one here at Pex Hill.
Yeah.
So from the 3 of us and from Access Paranormal, good night.
Good night.